you're watching this. Yeah, it's been something like a week and a half, I think, since the last stream that I made. Um, yeah, in the last stream, if I remember correctly, we got the iron farm working, and then it stopped working, but I think that's just a temporary thing. If it's not, I'll have to work some way about, moving the villagers around so that they're in range of the zombie or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, next steps are pretty much just gonna be leveling up the toolsmith villagers, hopefully getting a decent diamond pickaxe, and then hitting the nether for some netherite mining. And then once I get a full netherite set with decent enchantments, it'll be time to go and hit up the Ender Dragon. I think the order of the bosses I'll do it is probably Ender Dragon, because it's kind of the hardest. Then the Wither, and then the Elder Guardian. Now the Wither might technically be harder than the Dragon, it depends on how I go about it. I'll probably do the underground strategy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of too much. Yeah, so the Ender Dragon is sort of like the make it or break it for a stream, for a world like this, as far as I know. Because there's any number of things that can go wrong, especially with the Void. That'll be sort of the biggest thing I do as far as combats go. And, you know, I'm going to have to fight it multiple times. But I think beyond the first time, it's, you know, it's a little easier because you have more experience, you can do more stuff. And then, of course, you also have an Elytra. But yeah, it's, we're not quite there. It'll probably be a couple of streams, and, you know, hopefully I'll do a little more going into the holiday season. But of course, going into the holiday season, you know, family's a little closer, might not be as easy to stream. We'll see. But yeah, this stream, it's, you know, pretty much just a series of prep work, really. Again, I haven't played on the world since the last time. I don't play off camera or anything like that. I don't want the anything bad to happen. I also don't want to be one of those guys. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I did some mining off camera, and here's my like diamond block house. Oh yeah, that's the bubbles from this. So yeah, it's actually been a little while since I played some Minecraft, pretty much since the last time. Although I did actually play a little bit of some modded Minecraft. With a couple friends that got on, and then of course the server died like immediately, but it was fun. Ah, hello there! How you doing? Oh, squid died at some point. Welcome to the stream. I don't believe I've seen you around before, or at least I haven't seen you in the chat before. If you have any questions or anything, you're quite welcome to put them out there. I try to, you know, keep up with my stream chat, try to be interactive, so you're quite welcome to just talk about stuff. Right now I'm building up some sheep so I can shear them and get some wool so I can go netherite mining with some beds. There we go. Gotta get all the nice experience from it. I need to set up this farm so it has like an automated collection for all of the wool. Although, not that it's that difficult to just do this. And then I can just collect all of it from here. Easy enough. I get a torch here because I think there's one that got knocked out by the water because I didn't, because I put it in the farm instead of on the fence accidentally. But yeah, now we have 11 more wool. I want to get a little bit of wool. I don't necessarily need that much, but maybe like a stack. It's enough for a full inventory of beds. Not that I'll make them all at once, but you know, it's a decent amount. Was I putting it in my armor? There it is. Plenty of room for it. I don't need the seeds. I'll put the wheat in the villager trading chest. My inventory's kind of a mess right now. Inventory management has been sort of the bane of my existence since the beginning of this series. Alright. Definitely want to get some more librarian villagers out as well. Get my armor smiths made up. Things like that as well. Oh, and weaponsmiths. Can't forget about those guys. Pretty important. What else? My one arrow for my infinity bow. Gunpowder in there. Glass in here. Ladders in here. Make a couple more torches. Actually, no, I don't, because I have a full stack, and that too is just over there. Right, the fish can go in here. I have 2 crafting tables for some reason, but it doesn't hurt to have them, I guess. Oh, there's some iron. Cool. Alright. So, yeah, the iron farm is not quite working. I assume it works better at night, but it'd be nice to see it. And so, since the last time we checked, last stream, gotten nothing. We do have this lovely little thing to get up here, and this is how the farm works. You just have a zombie scaring some villagers, though they seem to be quite not scared for some reason. The water's there just to prevent the zombie from drowning, just in case, although, you know, he has blocks above him, so it really shouldn't matter, but yeah. I'm sure there's something that I've accidentally done to this farm that makes it not work. Maybe it's those glass blocks, maybe the villagers have to be able to see each other as well or something. Let's try that. This is my self-touch. And I don't mind if I lose a little bit of glass, it's not the end of the world. Cool. So that's that. Now the villagers can sometimes see each other, I guess. Maybe that's what it was. I have my villager breeder over there, which I've turned off, because I do not want to have any more villagers, because that collection zone down there is so full of them. It's an infinite breeder model, so as long as they have food, they will continue breeding, because it carries the villagers too far away, so they don't register as being part of the village, and then the 2 farmers just keep doing it, and yeah. It's also possible that I should move this into the spawn chunks at some point or something like that. That way it works 24/7, but I think it's fine. I don't know about there being any specific limits on iron golems and their whatchamacallit, and them spawning in, but I'll test being farther away and closer to the farm just in case. But yeah, so this is the villager situation for me. It's just all of these. I do not need any more, but if I did, it's not that hard to turn the farm back on. Is that a sheep in there? No, okay, it was just the slab that looked a little weird for a second. All of these have grown well. Wasn't really farming much last episode, or at least, wasn't really, at the end of it anyways. I do recall farming several times throughout the stream, but still not entirely used to the new potato growth stages. They look a little different than they used to. And so you have this is not fully grown yet, even though it has the potatoes at the bottom. But this is, the potatoes at the bottom are a little bigger, this a little taller, but when I'm farming it's still a little difficult see it sometimes. Also, I got a poison shell. Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't think there's any use for those still, but you know, I'll keep it around. And all of these farms are pretty much just for emeralds. If I need food, I just go to the mainland, hunt some cows, and then cook them up, grill them up, and then get some steak. And by new growth stages, I mean like since like 1.9 or something a couple of years ago, but I just haven't played as much on the newer updates past 1.8. That is 3 poisonous potatoes. Oh, and a bunch of pumpkins. So I don't need to trade them in right now. I have plenty of emeralds and I'd rather save it just in case I want to upgrade a new villager, because if I can get another villager, or not can, I have plenty. But if I decide to get new farmer villagers in, then I can use all of those to level them up and then get them to be all the masters. These guys that aren't actually all masters, but they're not easily leveled up because I don't have any melons to sell them. If I did, though, that'd be incredibly easy. That's a couple drowned below the base. Let me go sort them out. Oh, I'm going this way. Oh, there he goes. I have Respiration 3 and Depth Strider 3, so it's a little hard for me to actually die underwater. Gotta be careful coming up there that I don't trample any of the crops, though. That'd be sad. And it's nighttime, so hopefully the Iron Golem farm has been working at least a little bit. Come on, Iron. What's going on? They're not scared of him. I don't know why they're not scared. They should be scared. He's like right there. I mean, they're not going to sleep, so they recognize that the zombie's there. But they're not, like, trying to, like, get away from him or anything. Maybe they, like, fix this farm and, like, it doesn't work anymore or something. That'd be interesting. But it was working for, like, 10 minutes of one of the episodes. Maybe I have to do something where I have to, like, bring the zombie farther and closer to them to sort of, like, reset it. Maybe that's what I have to do. But, yeah. I do not know what to do with this. Yeah, it was working for a while. But now it's just not. And then the zombie wasn't even picking up items last time. The world is cursed or something, I don't know. Like, I was trying to, equip the zombie with, like, a helmet and stuff so I can move him during the day without him getting burned, and he just wouldn't pick it up, so I had to wait until night. Now they're drowned. I could also hunt the squid, because the ink sacs are actually pretty good for emeralds from the librarians, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then other cursed parts of the world is, this librarian over here is, just keeps resetting. Although, wait, did he not reset this time? Is he good now? Did leveling him up actually work? Hmm. Actually, it'd be really interesting to see if he reset, like, but he kept his level. Because then I would have, like... He would just keep refreshing himself, and that'd actually be pretty cool. This here is also the reason why I don't have much iron right now. Is because I trade these guys iron to level them up. And, you know, they have some decent trades now. No diamond pickaxes yet, which is what I really want. I bought this guy's shovel, because it's actually a pretty decent shovel. If I were to sell more iron, it's actually not that hard to level up. But, this guy... I don't quite have enough to level them up. I don't want to buy a bell. Which I really don't know why this farm isn't spawning the iron golems. It's quite bizarre to me. Like, the zombie's not even focused on the villagers now. Like, the only noticeable difference that I've really made in this farm is I've changed those slabs used to be glass blocks in the original farm that I looked at, but shouldn't make a difference. In fact, it should actually make it better. I did that so that the zombies could still see the villagers when they're on the beds. But maybe it actually did make a difference, and I just need to go and redo that. But it did stop even before I added those, so I don't know what the problem is. I guess really the only thing to do is just try it and see what happens. But... So I first need to block you up, that way he doesn't go and kill the villager. Oh, okay, so he's going to sleep now. Maybe I just need to make a system that, like... Maybe I just need to make a system that, like, resets the villagers. So that they, that way the villagers appear to be, what should we call it? That way, that, like, moves blocks, like, back and forth to, like, close off the zombies, that way they can actually sleep. Because maybe that's what it is, maybe the villagers have to get some sleep at some point, otherwise they won't spawn the golems, who knows. Well, I'm not a scientist exactly, so, I'll probably, like, consult something off stream and, try to figure that out at some point. In, like, a creative world or something, as to why it wouldn't work. More sheep. That was, yeah. Didn't quite mean to waterlog it. I also don't want them to be in the corners, so that they can swim out. Ah, well, whatever, I'll just enter. Yeah, that's why I have the airlock doors. Or sheep lock, I guess. You ate. 24 more wool. I'm actually getting pretty close to being able to, do some decent bed mining. Of course, bed mining is extremely dangerous. Shears in there accidentally. You know, if you're too close to them or you don't have a block in the way, it sort of kind of kills you. But I mean, with full protection, diamond armor, it should be decent. Although I do need some unbreaking. That would be something good to have. Actually, make some books and trade with that one villager. Did I move all my leather? Oh, no, there's my leather. Let's not make a full stack of books and trade them to him, but I will actually... I'll make a half stack of books, and I'll trade most of them. But I want to have some leather on hand just in case I need to make something else. I don't know. item frames. Go. And there should actually be some leftover paper in the, over here. Just a little bit, a couple of books. Let's go to this guy. So he still has this Might enchantment. Trade him 6 books, he should level up. There's his new trades, glass, emerald, or glass ink sacks. Standard stuff, really. You're now a master. Are you a master? I think you're... No, you're just an expert, okay. Channeling. This guy has like the double channeling book, which is so redundant, but... I can buy glass, compasses, knockback books. Quick charge isn't the worst if I decided to use a crossbow, but I'd prefer to use a bow normally. It's what I'm more used to. Paper doesn't level this guy up at all. Buying glass is actually not too bad. Yeah, so buying glass is probably how I'm going to level this guy up. And I mean, buying glass isn't actually the worst thing in the world. You, I think, still get... Okay, paper's like nothing for you. Books are still decent, but paper not a... I'm still going to trade all the paper in, because it's still, you know, a little more than buying glass, and it also gives me the materials to buy glass. The emeralds to buy glass from him. And, there you go. And I'm going to use the glass at some point almost definitely. Well, if this goes on long enough and I get to make my final build that I'm planning on, the Ocean Dome, then it definitely will be. Let's see. I'm hoping this is a mending book. Thank you, villager. That's what I needed, is the Curse of Vanishing. The best thing around. There's nothing better than a good Curse of Vanishing. Oh well, let me go kill some squid, get some ink sacks, and trade them around. Might have to make a squid farm at some point, although I don't exactly know how to make a squid farm. I guess you like drain a part of the ocean and then spawn them in one area. But wait, there's a cat? Huh? Oh, I guess there's so many villagers in one spot that... Oh yeah, up there. So that is technically a village up there. Wait, is that where the iron golem is spawning? Did it spawn an iron golem over here and that somehow prevented it from spawning over there, maybe? Is that what this is? Oh, I don't know if I can make this jump. It's a jump that probably could be made, but... So yeah, this is how I shut down the farm, basically, is the villagers just end up over here. Thing is... So you can see them all at the back there. Basically the babies go over there and then they, jump on the beds. And normally there's a series of trapdoors, you can kind of just barely see them there, and the babies would fall down the trapdoors, go through a water channel there, and then end up here. Thing is, there's so many down there that I decided to shut the farm off, so I closed the trapdoors, and now the babies just get stuck over there, because they can pathfind the one way, and then they grow up and they can't get back. But, yeah. But I don't see iron golems around here. Oh, see, I see a cat, so this counts as a village, I guess. But I don't see any iron golems spawning anywhere, so it's not that. Oh, it's possible that the iron farm is too close to this, and this is considered a village, and that's interfering with it, but still don't think that's it, because it's decently far away from here. Like I mean, the video that I watched that was where this built recommended that this be 20 blocks, I think, away from any nearby. No, it's 20 blocks in the air, but it was like 40 blocks away from any nearby villages. And this is definitely 40 blocks away, all the way over there. I am a a complete loss on this iron farm. It worked. It made like a stack of iron in like 10 minutes. It was great, and then it just stopped working. It was like, yeah, thanks. That's all. I'm done for the day. It was, yeah, there's a sheep eating grass, and the particles carried downwards, I think. Yeah. I need to get like a looting axe for these squid. Because even this is a sharpness 5 or sharpness 4 diamond sword. Okay, it's not sharpness 5. This is a sharpness 4 sword. It's pretty good, and it can't one-shot them. That's 10 ink sacks. Not bad. Not bad. I've already looted that. There's a squid over there. Again, if you have any questions about what's going on, what I'm doing, what the world's been like so far, anything like that, you're, again, welcome to ask them. Or if you just want to watch and lurk, that's cool too. We are lurker friendly here. Okay, come on. I am the dolphin. Squid. At some point I kind of want to get a dolphin and bring it back to the base and like keep it under here. That way I can like have the dolphin speed whenever I need it. There's a drowned over there. Cool. Lost track of him there for a second. Ice really likes forming there. I don't know why. Like nowhere else, just right there. Like you'd think it'd be one of the places that is farther away from a torch, but it's not. So I might have to build a thing to keep the snow from falling here, because I think that's preventing the, pumpkins from growing, so let me remedy that real quick. I think I need a little bit more than 6. Probably more than this even, but this is the start at least. Yeah, no, more than this, definitely. I forget the exact dimensions of this farm, so I'll just do it like this. Yeah. Alright. And then we just have to fill this area in. And that's going to be quite a few more than what I made. I could actually skip like the edges, because you know you don't need to put them over where the pumpkins are. Like I could skip all of this and just fill in this, and I could have filled in that, and I could have been done. But I'm gonna go for a full roof just because I think it'll look a little nicer, and then I'll probably get some fences and make a sort of edge to this. And actually, that's a perfect number. Nice. Cool. So I'll probably like maybe extend it later and a little sort of like step down with some fences, but for now it's just going to be like this, just enough to keep the snow from getting on the pumpkin patch. One of the downsides to living in an ice biome. Although from what I've done to it, you really wouldn't think it is. If you know, you just look here and it's like, oh yeah, this is like a perfectly normal field or something, and then it's just like, nope, it's like a 1 block tall thing of grass over the frozen ocean. Yeah, I guess I'll sweep them that way. And all the wool comes to me, and I pick the water back up, and they can go about their merry way. It's 20 more wool. Haha. And going in there, and we're actually over our stack of wool, so we could go mining for that netherite right now. And you know what? I think that's probably what I'm going to do once I trade in these ink sacks. You know, I think in an earlier episode I was talking about how I don't know why they trade for ink, but it's ink and they're librarians, so that kind of makes sense now realizing that. Oh, and this guy even... Hey, 4 ink sacks, this guy. Yeah, I need one more. Cool. And he gets his new trades. What does he get? Name tags. Not bad. You know, this guy doesn't have any really, like, great trades, but, I mean, they're not horrible. I mean, Smite's nice to have, even if it is Smite 2, because I can build that up if I want to. Don't really want to. But I mean, trading for lanterns, 1 per lantern. I think this guy also has 1 for a lantern. Or is it this guy that has 1 for a lantern? It's this guy that has 1 for a lantern. Let me actually go ahead and get this guy as his master level. Alright, let's see what we get. And name tags. Okay, so they all have name tags now. This guy also has name tags. So I need to set up another area with more librarians, and hopefully this guy... Actually, maybe hopefully this guy does reset, because if he resets and he keeps his levels, then that'd actually be really cool, because then I have like a master, so I refresh all his traits. Not that I think that's actually how that works. I think if he reset, it'd probably reset him back to a novice level, but one can hope. One can hope. Also, I'm going to keep ink sacks in here. Yeah. No, I'll keep them at the base. So I'll keep them at the base, and that way I'll have them with the rest of the stuff, because I think I have ink sacks in here as well. So yeah, plenty of ink sacks. I really didn't need to go hunting for them, but whatever. What's done is done. I have plenty of glass now from trading with them, so that's nice. Because you know, I live in the frozen ocean. I don't have really that much dirt below me. And here the bottom is gravel, not sand, so I don't have that much sand around me. So if I want to get sand, I have to go all the way to like one of the islands around me and get that. Now I do have an ice bridge to the mainland in the direction of spawn, but that's still, you know, a couple 100 blocks, and I don't really go over there that often. I've gone over there a few times to get sand and dirt as well to build the field out there, but yeah. Anyways, I think it's probably about time I head into the thing. So one of these, yeah. So this is one that I traded with a piglin for, but these are the 24-minute fire resists. And I have another one over here. I have my splash potion of healing. And then, of course, I have like 8 blocks of emerald. So I'm not in any emerald danger or anything. Also, almost have a full conduit. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Let's see, what else? Plenty of torches. Oh yeah, I want to put my pumpkins up, of course. Okay. You're just gonna go there. You're gonna stay in my hotbar, I think. Oh, I need to bring it. Why do I have 2 water buckets on? I don't know. This entire time I haven't realized, but I've had 2 water buckets on me. Jeez. I need my cauldron instead of one of those. What else? I might want to take a furnace with me just so I can make some nether bricks to compact the netherrack, but yeah, I don't know about that one. Anyways, let's take our stack of wool. We'll even leave the 1 in there, so that way it's a nice even bit of multiple of 3. And what else do I need? I'm going to keep the iron with me, going to keep the fire resistance with me. Do I have more sticks anywhere? No, I do not. Alright, I'll make some more sticks then, and I'll go chop down a tree or two. Because I want to have, you know, a spare iron pick with me. Gonna have my ender pearls. Oh, yes, how could I forget? I need something gold. Boots, perhaps? No, I don't want to lose my feather falling boots. So that leaves... I could take the helmet here, which wouldn't be the worst, especially since I have Prot 4. Yeah, I'll take a helmet. And gold helmet is only half a thing. Oh. Let me make a gold helmet. And then, I'm going to go ahead and just drop a reasonable enchantment on this. And I've experimented with bed mining in creative mode. Not too much, not like as much about like how to do it to get the optimum amount of debris, but more just so that I don't kill myself with it, because that would suck. Let's see, what do I have as far as enchantments go? So if I'm breaking 3 on that, unbreaking 3. Actually, I need unbreaking on my helmet, don't I? Ooh. Do I want to reset that? Yeah, I will. I'll get rid of you. Section 3. That's what I like to see. That's a pretty decent shit. Unbreaking is essential for this, really. And then the Protection 3 makes it pretty equivalent to my diamond helmet. Not exactly equivalent, but pretty close. And then I actually see the durability, F3H. Do you see the durability numbers on things? Can you not see it on armor? Oh no, you can. Does that have to be... So it has to take damage, and then you can see the durability. So that's 363. Actually, I can look on the other thing for it. Of course, it doesn't have the armor toughness of diamond, so larger hits will still be quite bad, but the armor itself is only a half thing different. So it's like the best piece that you can equip. Boots as well, but it's harder to get a decent pair of gold boots when you already have a... This is almost as good as you can get, really. The only thing, I guess, additionally would be soul speed on this. Which, actually... Wait a minute, didn't I have a soul speed enchantment somewhere? I thought I got one somewhere. Hold on. If I can put soul speed on these, that'll just make it that much easier to get to the nether. Not that it's really essential if I'm going to be mining for it, but let's see. Unbreaking, sharpness, soul speed 2. Okay, so yeah, I was going to wait to get that up to soul speed 3 before putting it on the boots. Yeah. Alright. I'll leave my spare bed at home, and then, you know, only use the beds that I craft in the nether with me. That way I still have my bed at home that I can use. Because I like to take a bed with me that way I can sleep whenever and wherever I am. But yeah. Most of the diamond hose were just from buying from villagers. I didn't craft those, don't worry. Let's see... No, I'll just keep one. If I have to use one of them, it'll be a really bad situation. I'll probably just want to come back immediately. I'll keep another one just in case, though. Oh, I keep the lapis on me. I'll bring it back later, I guess. Half an hour of fire resistance is certainly enough. I'll drink one before going and... will I? No, I think I'll drink as soon as I get in there. Because I did safe up the portal, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright. Fortune pickaxe is going just because I can break the gold ore and get more golden nuggets with it. Axe is there just in case. Shovel's there. Good. I have plenty of golden apples. Honestly, the limiting factor there is... actually, I have plenty of apples, don't I, somewhere? Yeah, I have 32 apples. So I'll probably just eat one before going in. That way I have it. I don't actually have to worry that much. Most of what I'm going through is just going to be underground. I have an area that I already started mining at, so I'll just pretty much be going there with fire resistance, and there shouldn't actually be any worries at all. You know what? I have plenty of diamonds now. I'm going to make a new diamond pickaxe and just drop a level 24 or 21 enchantment on it and see what I can get. So I'll go ahead and take my lapis back. That's enough for a good few enchantments. And then I chop down a tree and head to the nether pretty much. I don't really care as much about what I get on this pickaxe. I just want something that I can use that's not my Silk Touch or my Fortune 3 one. Unless I get another Silk Touch, then I'll, just use it, whatever. Unbreaking 3. Let me close off another one of these. That's still 24. That's still 24, okay. So it can't be that, okay, so it has to be on the face of these. So 20. That goes all the way down to 16 now. What? Alright. Unbreaking 2 isn't worst. Yeah. Okay, just Unbreaking 2. I mean, it's not horrible. It's faster than an iron pickaxe and it'll last a lot longer, so I accept that. Oh wow, I had another. Wasted diamonds. Oh. I have a few to spare, so it's not the end of the world. I don't have that many to spare. I need to do some serious mining at some point, although I've done so much mining and just gotten horrible luck with diamonds, so well, I guess maybe once I defeat a wither and get beacon mining, I'll be able to get plenty of diamonds easily. Netherite as well is going to be very nice for that, and I'm going to set up this one. I'll keep this one just because it's one inventory spot. Nice to have it if I need it, and yeah, I'll keep you next to each other. I don't need the diamond helmet on me, so I'll put that over here. Yeah, over-repairing, I know I don't need to be this safe by going into Nether, but, it doesn't hurt to be over-repaired. Food, yes. Any food in there? Let me see what is more. I think 13, no, 30 mutton, there we go. There we go. Yep. This is fine. I know mutton isn't as good as steak, but there's twice as much of it, so it's good enough. And I'm just going to check the iron farm for hope. Hoping that it works. I'm disappointed. Oh well. Here we go, into the nether. And, yeah. So this is my nether room. It's undecorated as of yet. I haven't actually done that much decorating, because I'm still on the trying to get to the end game phase. Although I have spent a lot of time in this world already, so hoping that it doesn't end, but if it does end, then I haven't spent as much time decorating the world. But yeah, so this is me when there is no fortress. It's a piece of crying obsidian, because it took me something like 4 or 6 hours to get a nether fortress, so... Huh? Excuse you? What? They're... Alright. My gold, so I don't have to worry. Why are there so many of them here? I don't understand. I can't even fight them because they would just wreck me. And I can't, like... Can I, like, peep through here just to get the thing done? I don't want to break a block because then I'll just end up hitting one of them. Unless... Okay. they're all trying to get out that way, and then they all back. Yes, I see the door for a second. No. No! Darn it. There's so many. I don't know why there's so many of them here. Wait. What? I just don't understand. I really don't. Like... I mean, I could just break out the wall. It's easy enough, but I kinda don't want to, but... Yep, he saw me. There we go. I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all can go now. Oh, something broke the door. Did I break the door at some point? I have... Oh, you know... Maybe it was like a whole lot of like baby pigment that went in there. And then they therefore like grew up in here or something. Oh, so many of them have gone back to the base, so... No. You can go now. Yes, hello. You can go. You are quite welcome to leave. In fact, you are more than welcome to leave. There we go. Thank you. Good day. Now he's retreating because the yeah. I have my gold though, so he's gonna leave us alone, which is nice. If I remember correctly, my mine was over here, I want to say. Not here. I know it was on the low ground. Was it over here? Also, how much fire resistance do I have left? 5 minutes. Good, so I only wasted like 3 minutes in the portal. Salt Delta... Where? Did I go the other way to mine? I know I already have a mine, so I don't really want to start a new one. Oh yeah, I was down here, right? Let me actually place a little thing over here. There we go. Leading down here. And you go around. And you go down here. I never mind another tree. Well, I'll just make do with what I have, since I already used the fire resistance potion. So I mined up here for a while, and then I realized that I'm mining way too high. And I should therefore start a new mine, a little lower. Also, hitting my head is getting very annoying, so I will remedy that as well. I just want to make sure, yep, this is the pickaxe. I will not be using this pickaxe at all, really. I don't even know why I have it on me, really, but maybe I'll find something I need to silk touch at some point, who knows. Brighter for a second, but his torch thought it was lava, maybe. Although I don't have to worry about lava, because, you know, fire is, it's still annoying. It's still a little scary. Okay, so this is the new mine. It's at Y level of 11, which is, I've heard, pretty good for it. So here's how we do it, right? We mine this way. Yeah, place a crafting table first. Make a few beds. Let's start with 3 beds, I think. Yeah, that'll work. And then place you there. Actually, let's move him a little further down. Let's move him like all the way back here. There we go. There we go. Let's see how much durability. 77 durability, alright. So it's like, what, like a fifth of diamond, I think? Alright, no netherite was revealed, right? Okay. So it blew up a little bit of the path, so let's restore that. Alright, let's keep on going at this height, I guess. So we'll go like this, one higher. Let's actually go a little further, because that way the blast radius will include sort of this wall and not overlap too much. Okay, place the block first, and place the bed. Hidey hole. There we go. So this is using the, so if there is one block between you and an explosion, no matter what the block is, it could be glass panes. So long as it's not an air block, or a water block. If there's a solid block between you and an explosion, then that explosion will only ever do a half part of damage to you. Even if the radius goes beyond that, even if whatchamacallit, even if it destroys the blocks, you'll only take a half heart of damage. Which is very useful in cases like this, when you don't want to die to your own explosions. So that was like a perfect, I don't know how far I went into that, but yep. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll dig 5 into the wall. That seems about right. Block first. Bed next. And I can actually get to it from here. Careful. Now my fire resistance wore off. I really just don't want the fire doing more damage to my armor, especially since this doesn't have unbreaking on it. I don't actually have to put out all the fires, but it's nicer too. Especially since it covers some of the blocks. You know, you can't see the top face of a block if there's fire on it. So if it's on the bottom and there's fire, then, you know, I can't see it if there's netherite there. Or ancient debris there, rather. Alright. No ancient debris thus far, sadly. Let's, line back up, I suppose. To this height, there we go, and then, 1, 2... Hey, we didn't even get it mining with beds! Nice. So this is at the same height, so if we had just decided to mine this way, we would have found it. Still, I will take the heck out of this. Hopefully it's a vein of 2. Hey! Hopefully it's a vein of 4. Come on, let me push my luck. Not letting me push my luck. Okay, cool. Alright, well, whatever. That is still enough to get me 1 piece of netherite, because I have 2 more scrap at home. So I don't know what I'll do first, really. See, on the one hand, I can make a pickaxe, or a sword, or an axe to do better there, or I can do the armor just to keep me alive better, and I'm leaning a little more towards the armor, to be honest. Because having the tools is great and all, but it's not so great if I die. And the netherite stuff just is a lot better. It is. Anyways, we were mining here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually mined 1 too many blocks there, but it's alright. Oh yeah, I need to make another few beds. So let me go ahead, and I know this is going to waste some wood, but I want to set up a little base camp here, so I'll mine out a little bit of this. Set myself down a crafting table, set myself down a chest. Kind of want to make it a double chest. This way I can put in like a whole lot of netherrack, especially the blackstone, the quartz, all these things I don't really need on me immediately, just so I have more room in my inventory. And then, in the future, what I can do is when I come down with more wood and more wool, I can just make a ton of beds all at once, put them in the chest, and then just get them out as I need to. I'm going to keep the nether, or the ancient debris on me, that way I can pick it up in case I find more. No reason to be safe with it, because this is a hardcore world. If I die, it's all over. And I need one single block of netherrack. Oh, lava. Cool. Honestly, I'm surprised that it took me that long to find lava. Although it appears to have burned all of the netherrack, so that's not as great. Oh, no, wait, there we got some. 32, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Now, is that... Oh, no, that was lava sources there. I thought it would be a little more embedded in the walls, but I got lucky, and it was right there. Cool. I don't think there'll actually be ancient debris there, because it's, you know, like one spawn per chunk, and, you know, we haven't gone that far from the other one. So... Great. Oh well. I'll just leave that burning then. It's, you can see the chest all the way over there. It'll also be a really good marker of how far we've come, because it's something that's not netherrack. So I can tell if it's the back wall or a wall in the way or anything like that. And, yeah, it is up one more level. I was right the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And the 5 was just a guess, by the way. I was like, well, it looked about this long. Jeez. I wish fire resistance made you, you know, not be on fire. There we go. I think it makes the fire last less long as well, which is nice, but it's still annoying. Any ancient debris in here? Maybe there's one in the corner. Nope. Alright. No ancient debris. Let me also light this up so that I don't know, spawn a ghast in here or something. I don't know. Alright. Alright. 4 and 5. And I even get some of you. Let's, fortune you up. I was like, did I only get 5 golden nuggets? No, I got a stack and 5. Nice. Alright. Next bed is a go. Ah, hello! I'm sorry that I didn't see y'all, in the chat. I was not paying attention to it. That is my bad. Welcome. Thanks for the raid. I was so focused on not dying to the beds that, my bad. But yeah, welcome. If y'all have any questions, I do like to interact with the chat. So, if y'all have any questions about what I'm doing, what the world's like, anything like that, you're free to send them out there, or just stick around and chill. Right now, pretty obvious, we're doing some bed mining for some netherites, the new trend these days. All the cool kids are doing it. Oh. Ah. Did I, like, break into lava pit or something? It was not letting me place. Oh yeah, I did. Wow, okay, let me, Wow, okay, that's a deep lava pit. I would use TNT, but it's a lot more expensive, and it also has a smaller blast radius than a bed. So a bed can be a little more dangerous, but if you do it the way I've been doing it, if you've seen, I'll walk you through how I do it if you're curious, then you actually take nothing more than a half heart of damage, unless you get set on fire. That's why I also use fire resistance. However, there is a way that I saw, you can actually use TNT dupers, and then you can like scatter a bunch of TNT all over the nether, and then that's a pretty good way to get it done. But I do not have nowhere near enough slime to do that. Although I do have like 5 blocks of TNT or something from, I forget where I got it from. Did I raid? No, I didn't raid a temple. But it was something. It's over here. Goals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, are you not on Java? Yeah. I actually haven't played much on Bedrock Edition, so I don't actually know much about the differences there. And I think that was actually the last of my beds, so I'll have to come back in a little bit, but, oh yeah, I'm getting all the spawns in now. He's running away. Glad I didn't get these spawns in now, because, then they would have gotten mad when I mined that ore. Oh yeah, speaking of, before I leave, let me, give this guy some gold. Alright. I know he runs towards it, but I don't want him to run, How far in am I? Far enough to have full diamond armor, but not far enough to have full netherite armor. I have an iron farm, that's, not really working, and I don't know why. But when it works, it's really good. Actually, as soon as I go back to the surface, I can sort of take you on a tour. But as far as progress goes, I haven't faced any of the bosses yet, although, once I get the netherite set, I'm probably just going to go and challenge the Ender Dragon. Haven't found the portal, but it's not that hard to find a portal. Well, I'm saying, but it took me like 6 hours to find a nether fortress, so actually I could just throw out all of the gold. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay, crying obsidian, and he's walking away with the gold. It's illegal. Not only was he walking away with the gold, he was walking away with the gold towards a zombie pigman. Ooh, leather. I will take leather. I'll throw out some netherrack for it. I do not need more netherrack. Alright. Let's, yeah. I've really only ever played on Java. Haven't really played in any other, game mode, so... Or, game mode on any other, version, but... Bedrock is the one that's cross-platform, right? So you play it on, it's like Xbox and all that, I think. So, I've seen a couple of people play it, and it's sort of weird because to most of the time it's actually pretty much identical. But then there's a whole lot of things, especially when you get into the more technical side, where it's just, this is so different. Also, this was not where I was intending to go, because this is not the exit. The exit is actually this way that I blocked off. I completely forgot. So I leave this open when I leave, that way I can go back in there, but I leave it closed just in case I anger some pigmen mining the gold ore. That way I don't have to deal with them. Yeah. Ah, rib. Yeah. I'm not really a technical player, I'm just sort of doing some technical things here and there just because it's sort of what you do. So. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. So when I went in there, there were a whole lot of zombie pigmen that spawned, and they were like in that small portal room, there were like 12 zombie pigmen. This is where they all ended up. So now I have a lot of pigmen, and stop. What are they doing? No, stop. I wanna kill them, but I wanna do it like safely so that I'm not endangered, because I like this world and I don't want it to end that soon. They just like disappear. Oh, no, they're over there. Okay. So you can go in one way. There are pressure plates for that, but you can't actually leave this portal room. What is this guy? Oh, he was one shot. Cool. I guess because he was taking damage, he just wasn't showing it. First time hardcore? Yeah, for me. Yeah, I haven't actually played hardcore mode before in this world. Yeah, so this is what I've gone through. This is my base. This is a very poor automatic sugarcane farm. It loses like half the stuff, but it works. You know, it's free stuff. You. Ancient debris over here. Let's see what else. Nether quartz. Glass bottles. I need more wood, that's the big thing. But yeah, so as far as what I've done, this is not going to be a bedroom forever. This is going to be more of a game room at some point. Yeah. This is down to my mine and also away to the ocean floor. Yeah, but yeah, so anyways, I keep getting sidetracked. This is my first hardcore world, but it's not my first single-player world. I've played a lot before, of course. Although I haven't played that much in the post 1.8 survival. You know, I played a lot of like mini games and stuff, but I never really played anything that wasn't mini games since 1.8, really. Let's see now. Do I not need to carry with me? A lot of things, really. I definitely don't need to carry around the spare iron pickaxe. Don't need the spare iron. I don't really need a spare stick. Only started Twitch? Yeah, so I pretty much started Twitch, well, technically no. Technically I did stream League of Legends a couple times, like, a year ago. But I haven't, really done much with Twitch at all, and then I sort of dropped it for about a year, and then I'm back and I'm pretty much streaming just Minecraft. I was drowned somewhere. Yeah, see, my sort of philosophy on it is not to stream for, not to stream to, like, be a streamer, per se, but just to stream to just sort of enjoy it and just talk with people. Hey, nice, congratulations on that, though, that's pretty nice. Yeah, so my sort of thing is that, like, I'm not really in it to be a streamer. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna complain, and, you know, I'm gonna work towards it, but I'm not really, in it for money. I'm really just in it so I can play some Minecraft with some people and just chill and chat. So yeah. But you know, it's really hard to start out just about anything, really, especially when you don't really know what you're doing. So, yeah. I've had so many technical difficulties that I'm sure are, like, completely obvious to most people. Like, I remember there's one stream that I forgot to check if my mic was working, and I noticed it, like, an hour in. Um, and it's kind of sad though, because there were some people that were in the chat and they said hello. So I know they were there, and I was responding to them by talking to them, like I'm doing now, except my mic wasn't working, so it was just like, hello, and then they just heard silence. And then they left, of course, because, you know, I mean, are you going to watch a stream that's not talking or doing anything? I just kind of feel bad for that, because it's like, man, if I'd realized that mic was on. No. I guess the rest of them went through the portal. Alright. Yeah, no, as you can see with this, it's sort of a one-way, so you can go in, but you can't come out with the pressure plates. That way it's easier for me. It also, like, automatically closes it behind me. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah. So I'm actually not that active streaming. I do have a Discord server. You can join it in the links. I set that up. And then you can get notified about alerts and stuff when I go live. My streaming schedule is pretty erratic because I live with family, especially over winter break. So that'll be a little... it's just sort of when I can find the time when I know family's not going to, like, walk in and be like, hey, what's up? It's dinner time or something like that. Because that's sort of, like, unfair to the streamers. Unfair to the viewers watching the stream when it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, suddenly it's over, bye. That would just be great. So to avoid that, I just try to find times when I know I'm not going to be interrupted. So. Nightbot for commands? How do you do that? I assume it's sort of like you just add it to the chat, but... I'm be honest, I've looked at a lot of the Twitch stuff, kind of like browsed over it, but I haven't like gone into it and seen what I really could do. Can I even melt down a gold sword like this? I don't know. Oh, I can, cool. Yeah, I've seen it in a couple of streams. I just sort of figured that it was a sort of, how do I put it? I don't know. Just figured it was either like really complicated to set up or like a whole install thing. Huh. I'll check it out. Like, I know what it is now that you reminded me, but I've kind of like completely forgotten that it existed until you reminded me, which is, so thanks for that. I actually have been like incorporating ideas that the chat has been giving me. So like the Discord server, that was a fan idea, and I went and set it up, and you know it's there. And let me know if the link doesn't work, by the way, because I had one person complain about that. Cool. Yeah. That guy does not want to drop us an apple. Oh well. But yeah, so other things, like I have the streams numbered now. Again, that was a recommendation. Where are you coming from? No, you do not get to do anything. Get out of here. Where was that guy from? I'm pretty sure this entire area is lit up. Like over here or something. I mean, he pathed over to there, so I guess I'll just place torches and... Oh, you know, it's probably over here. That seemed a little darker. Does not want to drop any saplings. Alright. I might check out the bot. I've seen it a couple times. So yeah, I'll have to look at what I can do with that. And yeah, it might actually be fun. Ew. Sorry, I'm just sort of, I still haven't gotten used to the whole forming cohesive thoughts while I play the game in a lot of cases, so... Yeah, see you around. I don't know if you've joined the Discord server, but if you want to, you can. I mean, I'm not gonna push you to, but there's a role you can get to let you know when I go live. So... Oh, phantoms. But yeah, if you want to join that, you're welcome to. Otherwise, hopefully see you in the future. Where are these phantoms? I see there's a giant. They're just... What are they diving at? The sheep? Well, so far as I know, the phantoms don't target the sheep. Come on, I actually want to kill these phantoms because you can get like the phantom membranes from them for the slow fall potions. Prepare your elytra with them. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Did they not drop phantom membranes? I guess it's a rare drop, isn't it? Oh well. There's a drowned somewhere as well. Whatever, I'll just pill her up. Noob tower. Hey, I did get a phantom membrane. Nice. Not from this one, though. I'll probably have to sleep the next night, though, so I don't get too many phantoms, because, I mean, 1 or 2 was great, you know, you get a couple phantom membranes. More than that, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm getting swarmed and I'm about to die. I heard a trident sound. Also, I'm not wearing my diamond helmet. I forgot about that. I have to be careful about that, because I almost started taking drowning damage, and that's not fun. Huh. Go quickly and remedy that one. And I'll probably actually diversify into a couple other games at some point. But I think for now, I just kind of want to stick with Minecraft. Because it's just a fun game that you can sort of just enjoy and chill with. Did I get a trident from him? No, but I got a gold ingot. I mean, I'd love to get some tridents from this guy, but... yeah. And have you started working since I came back from the Nether? No, you have not. Well. Not much I can do about that. Well, there's definitely some things I can do about that, but I don't know what they are, so therefore I can't do anything about it. It's really annoying to me when these trees don't want to decay, because then they don't drop the saplings, and then I think they're decaying, and then they're not, and then I have to wait like 10 minutes. Oh well. It's like 10 minutes at max. I am Gigabrain complaining about tree leaf decay. It's too complicated for me, I guess. Maybe I should get one of those diamond hose out of the chest just so I can have a good tree breaker. Yeah. For any of the rest of y'all in the chat, I mean, if you want to keep on lurking, that's great. But if you have any questions, I will happily answer them. There's the final sapling I need. Ooh. I think I'll keep the membrane in the mob drops chest, not the potion chest for now, because I don't know if I want to use it for potions just yet, or just save it for Elytra at some point. So, pulls in there. Nope. I meant to throw you in there. Let me, shears. There we go. And now, put the extra sticks in there. Alright, I'm pretty much ready to go back into that. I actually don't even have the coal on me, honestly. Oh, yes. Netherite. My first piece of netherite gear. That's what, like, netherite scrap and gold, is it? Boom. Boom. We got it. The first piece of netherite of the series. I almost want to keep it as a souvenir, but that'd be a massive waste. Let's see. I kind of want to put it on the boots, just because like I'm never gonna like trade out these boots or want to trade out these boots. Like they're just a solid bear boots. You know, if I put it on the sword, there you are. So put it on the sword, you get an extra 1 damage, and you keep the same attack speed. Put it on a pickaxe. I'd say put it on you. So first of all, you get repaired, which is nice. You get an extra 500 durability, like 470, but pretty much 500. I mean, you gain an extra attack, not that that's going to matter too much. And I guess it's faster as well. Pickaxe is actually pretty good as well. I could do it with you too, and that'd be... I wonder if it adds as much durability to the bar as it gives to the bar. So, like, if it adds 500, then it... Or, like, if it increases the maximum by 500, does it increase the durability of the item by 500 as well? I don't know. And if I say add you to boots, you get like an extra 60 durability, an extra armor toughness, and an extra knockback resistance. So the durability is nowhere near as good as tool durability, but it's still pretty good. And let me see how all of the different gear pieces combine. So you, again, similar thing. It's like 64 durability, an extra 1 armor, 1 toughness, an extra 70 durability, no, a little bit less, and then an extra toughness and an extra knockback resistance. So it seems like it's the same for all of these. So increasing the boots to netherite would be about the same as increasing my chestplate to netherite. And I think that's pretty decent. Although, if I increase the sword to be a netherite sword, then it'll start 2-hitting stuff rather than 3-hitting stuff. But if I crit, then it's 2 hits anyways. Choices indeed. What do y'all think, chat? I guess I'll narrow it down to boots, sword, or pickaxe. Probably the Silk Touch pickaxe, because I use this mainly for only fortune things, so I don't actually need to increase its durability that much. So between these 3 choices, I guess, really is what it is. Because honestly, the enchantments on these, this is good. That's, you know, about what I would want. Thorns is the only other thing you could, I think, add to these, but I don't want thorns, because then if I'm trying to move, like, zombies around, then they'll just die. Same thing with the chestplate and thorns, but I can add in breaking to that, and I want unbreaking on that, definitely. And then, of course, unbreaking and protection on the helmet needs to be protection 4. So, this is as good as it gets aside from soul speed, and I can add soul speed very easily just from trading with them. I can actually add soul speed 2 to this right now, so I don't want to throw away these boots. With these, I might, you know, end up enchanting something else and getting something better. And again, is all about the same when it comes to netherite. It increases the armor toughness by 1 and the knockback resistance by 1, regardless of which piece you put it on. The armor value stays the same. It's just armor toughness and knockback that change. And durability, but the durability also all changes by about the same amount. In which case, boots are pretty good to upgrade so that I can keep them for longer before I get mending on them. Hopefully, I get mending on these in the end cities. That'd be really nice to get. What else? If I get it on the sword, again, this is a really good sword, sharpness, looting, and breaking. If I increase that, then I get to keep it around for longer with durability, but I don't know if I want to go for this or make my netherite weapon a netherite axe, which in this version does a lot of damage, and a netherite axe is also really good because its attack speed is also pretty good. Yeah. And then we get to the the diamond pickaxe, of course. It's a silk touch. Efficiency 3 is alright. Unbreaking 3, but the main thing is a silk touch. And if I netherite that, then I get to keep it for longer. No thoughts from chat? Alright. I guess I'll make an arbitrary decision then. I'll probably just go for the boots just to have that extra little bit of protection. Yep. Boom. First piece of netherite gear. We only got to get 3 more pieces of that. Get you up, and then, of course, also increase our levels and get some decent enchantments on my chest plate. Actually, a water bucket over this way. Go around the edges, collect everything that I can. There we go. A perfect stack of wool, chat. Perfect stack of wool. That is pretty good. Alright, let's put my extra gold ingots up. And then we just head back into the nether and do the same thing we just did. And we basically just repeat this process until we have netherite gear. You know, it'd be great if life was a YouTube video, because at this point it'd be the point where I, either put on a montage and, speed up, or just skip over it. But, gotta do the grind by hand. Yep, of course, they're all back. And they broke the door again! What is it with y'all and breaking my doors down? It's not gonna help you get out. I put hatches in for a reason, guys. Come on. Be civilized about it, jeez. Animals. Oh, and gas fireball too. Cool. Lovely. Love seeing that first thing, and now, yeah, y'all can come out now. Y'all can come out now. Come on now. Honestly. There we go. And then you just... I cannot fathom it. No, 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 no. Why? Why do y'all do this? Chat, is there, like, something that y'all know of where in 1.16 they were just like, oh, hey, by the way, we're just gonna make pigs just break down all your doors, by the way? Yeah. I'm just gonna leave the door open so they don't break it down, but, it's annoying. Anyways. I can't fathom why there are so many in there. Like, and that is fewer than there were before, so, I think this time they just happened to, go back and forth between the portals. But the fact that there are just so many of them in there in the first place, like, from last time, is beyond me. Let me make this a little more obvious that, it's, like, over here. So over there we have this, and then here we have that, and then it's like, this is... dig here. Okay. Future me should hopefully get that. this is our netherite mining zone. This is the plan, so we're gonna make a ton of beds. And there we go. And now we just take a few of them with me. You know, I want to be able to pick some stuff up. And then we go and we do the same process that we did. And I might use some of the extra netherrack in here just to make a bridge across. Across here. Doot. Doot. And this might not be enough to go all the way over there, but whatever, it's good enough for me. Alright, time to do more netherite, man. Let's see if I can, you know, just do the speed bridge where you go. You sort of like not do that. That's not what you do. Sort of like uncrouch yourself and move across the block, so far as I can tell. Yeah, and then I don't think I'm actually going to build this out more because now we've reached the end of the line and it'll just get blown up. So, place down the bed in the place we made last time before forgetting we didn't have any beds left. And right click. More! I should probably stop going this way. But I got some more ancient debris, so it's worth it. I'll probably like make like a left turn here or something. So let's see how many we get. You know what? Let's see. All right, 2. All right, it seems like it's a 2 vein. Good thing I have fire resistance there. All right, I'll take it. I mean, 2 ancient debris is half of a netherite, so I'll take it. I will not complain about getting 2. I'll always be greedy for 4, of course, but, you know, 2's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let me build this up. There we go. Now we go this way, and 1, 2. I don't know if I like the look of that, but, 1, 2, 3. You know, let's do it this way. It's too fast. Yeah, you have to wait like a fraction of a second before placing the torch down, so that the gravel starts falling. But anyways, place the block. Of course, it's going to be like this. And then, of course, we don't need the shears even. I don't want to have those anymore, but boom. So much better than dealing with gravel by hand. I'll actually keep some of the fire on this time. I was extinguishing all of it earlier, but I'll only extinguish the stuff that I can't see below. And around. Okay, another right there. Like I can see like behind and around this one, so I'll leave it on. But yeah. All right, next one. Need to make pickets off? Nah, I'm good. Do not need to do anything more. Just need to go mine some more stuff. Actually, gravel's not too bad to have, I will say. Useful in quite a lot of things now. I think it's what, like, concrete uses it, or is that just sand? If I remember correctly, it was like a mixture of sand and gravel. If I want to use coarse dirt, that's dirt and gravel. Um, I remember in modded, like, gravel is like the thing to have, because everything uses something from gravel. There we go. You know, slightly on fire, but I'm alive. It'll hopefully go all the way down and not have another source block in it. And no ancient debris so far as I can tell, not in the previous room either. Nope, not in there either. You. Not behind you. And not behind you? Yeah. I can kinda see it, I just couldn't totally see it. And a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. What? It's like not letting me. Is this another lava? Don't tell me this is another lava lake. Oh, I just realized I'm not wearing my gold helmet. Let me, go and remedy that. It'll be fine. Right? I have an idea. The next time I find some of the gold ore, I'll mine it and use it to make a helmet. Big brain. Galaxy brain, even. I think there was some, if I'm not mistaken, at the sort of surface mine area. Stealing from the locals to make them not mad at you. Can't you see, like, this no way this could possibly go wrong for me, right, chat? No possible way this could backfire. Alright, there wasn't enough up there. Oh well, we'll just keep on doing it, and then, it'll do, I guess. Put up some of the excess. I'll take a little bit with me. We have, what, like 5 more beds? Yeah, I can do those in, what is it, like 6 minutes? Yeah, plenty of time. Except if I go that way, that's another lava lake, so let's just go dig this way then. And by dig, I mean blast. Because, I mean, where's the fun in actually doing the mining by hand? Am I right, chat? Hey, would you look at that? I kind of want to just get good at speed bridging by practicing it, like, here little bits. Because it'd be one of those things where it's like, it's not going to be that useful, but, you know, if it ever is useful, it'll be just like, wow, look at that guy. Let's see, 31, I need 45 to make a helmet, 36 to make a pair of boots if I want to get these in order to brave the pigmen. We'll see. Hey, I think there's another bit of ore that I just found. Oh, jeez. Well, thank you, fire resistance. 4 minutes of it. Let's see, what's the situation? The situation is lava cave. That is the situation, approximately. Of course, I still have to check it for the nether debris. And I mean, I have 4 minutes left. Plenty of time. Oh, and this breaks into over here. Okay, so I guess it's a lava cave that goes like all the way around, hooks around there, and then you deal with it over there. Now, if I actually see another ancient debris here, I can actually just mine it, because it does not burn in fire or lava or anything. So that's pretty nice. Cool. So that's another place I can't go. And I have 3 minutes, so, I know, I guess we go this way now, right? And let me also go ahead and, craft up some, gold ingots. Make myself a helmet. So that is the second gold helmet that I've made this episode. Also, he walked right in front of me. That would have been bad if I had hit him. I think that was a little more than 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'll place it here then. Also, I accidentally placed the bed first rather than the netherrack first. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to place the netherrack first. That way, if I accidentally discharge the bed, then nothing bad happens. And seeing as I have 2 beds left and 1 minute of fire resistance, let's just get this done quickly. I can search for ancient debris after I blow up the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let me, gold will get exploded if I leave it here, so I might as well mine it now. Oh, more. A lot more, in fact. Alright, let's mine off to the side, place the netherrack, place the bed, step to the side a little bit, right click the bed, get dropped to the ground because it likes to do that. Hey, ancient debris, and I have 1 last bed, so I'm going to use that first, and then we do it. Want to make sure that there's no ancient debris dropped on the ground that'll get damaged by the explosion. Doesn't look like it. Alright then. 3, 4, 5. There. There. You have to brew some more fire resistance at some point. I believe I have 1 potion that is 8 minutes and another one that is 3 minutes, or was that the last 8-minute potion? No, I only have the 3-minute potion. Okay. So, I have a 3-minute potion of fire resistance that I can use maybe to get more magma cream if I need it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get you. Come on, please be a 2-vein. Come on. Ah, just the one. Feels bad. I am one ancient debris away from another netherite ingot. Well, anyways... And of course we have a few beds left over down here, and netherite quartz, things like that. I'll actually take the gravel with me and such. And let me actually do it like this. That way the nether axe at the bottom and the important stuff is at the top. And I'll take... I don't need anything up at the top, really. Yeah, let me craft up some more gold ingots, and, you know, if I see any piglins, I'll trade with them. Because I now have my golden helmet on. Which I really should have just kept on me, honestly, because I was planning on going back into the nether anyways. I do want to have you on me. Just in case. Worst comes to worst scenario and I end up in the fire or something. I have my ender pearls to get out. Things like that. Open. I really hate it when the things like the zombie piglins like will walk right to you. Just because it seems like they're gonna attack you so much, and they're just like, psych, I was just kidding. Have a good. Okay, there's a piglin. There's probably one up by the portal or something, but there's one here, so I might as well use them. Hey, over here, have some gold. I did not mean to throw the mutton. There we go. You know, I shook my shed at it. No, I shook. You drop quartz, was it? I think so. Blackstone. Soul sand. I mean, it's not the best thing to piglin barter, but I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? Gold. Craft more golden apples. I mean, I already have 7 of them, you know. You can get decent things from them. I mean, Soul Speed books is really... I'm really hoping for that Soul Speed 3 book. That'd be great. Just throw... Oh, iron nuggets. A different kind of iron farm. Maybe I should start up a pigman farm and then use piglin bartering to, Where's the ghast? I don't think ghast. Maybe then use piglin bartering to get the iron, since I can't seem to get it any other way. I get excited when they throw the nether bricks and I was like, oh wait, netherite isn't a trade that they have. Man, how cool would it be if there was like a 0.1% chance that you get like a netherite ingot from these guys? It'd be great. Okay, another fire resistance potion. Once I get 3 of those, then I can brew them all together and get an 8-minute one. I mean, I don't have to actually like wait until I get 3 of them to brew them together, but it's just more efficient, really. Watch as like the ghast is like camping on my portal or something. Okay, there's gonna be like 50 million pigmen on the other side, but hey, at least... spectral items there. At least they're not in my nether area. Oh hey, I guess they went through and despawned. Let me take care of the one guy, I guess. I'll get the nether, or get the gold ingots later on. good gold helmet. I'll keep that on me. Now, iron nuggets away, gold nuggets away. Obsidian, I'll put in the building blocks chest with the blackstone, soul sand, and the nether bricks. Flint and nether quartz and ancient debris up in here. I'll put gravel in here. This is sort of a kind of a junk blocks chest, but also not. Let me take all these potions over to the potion area. I require his strongest potions. Good, plenty of magma cream. Didn't know if I had any or not, but glad to have some. Alright. Can actually trade gold to this guy as well. Kind of want to get him leveled up just to see what kind of trades they have. I could buy lapis from him. I mean, I don't need lapis, but it's good to have it. Or I could buy redstone. Redstone's not bad to have either. These are my 3 minutes that I'll just... Yeah, I'll put... Nah, I'll put over here. These are my water-breathing potions. I have a few of them. I actually have more pufferfish back at the base. For when I go and raid the ocean monument. I'll go ahead and bring the pufferfish over, why not? See, ideally what I would do for the ocean monument is have a conduit done. I'm 1 Nautilus shell away. And then have enough water breathing to carry me over until I can get that set up. Set it up, and then be able to just breathe water infinitely because of that one, and then not have to worry about it. But in the event that the perfect scenario doesn't happen, which it probably won't, I would like to have a decent amount of water breathing. I mean, I don't know how long it'll take me to raid an ocean monument, but I want to be prepared for at least an hour of water breathing, which is overkill, I know. But I'd rather prepare for the worst than suffer the worst. And like, now I have like 50 minutes of fire resistance, which is way too much to actually carry on me, so I'm gonna just leave most of them over here. Yeah, do that. That's a splash potion of fire resistance I got from him. Interesting. Actually, that means I can brew all of these together with a bit of redstone, and I think make all of them. So splash potions of fire resistance are 3 minutes. Huh. I always thought splash potions lasted a shorter, or maybe this is the extended one already. In which case that would be sad, but... And you, so 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And we'll start brewing, and we'll see what we get. If we get 3 8-minute ones, then I might have... I don't think I'll make the switch to splash potions, because, you know, then you lose the bottles. But I can also just trade for glass. So I might end up just, using splash potions, because then I don't have to worry about the drinking time if I ever find myself in a scenario where I need fire resistance right now. And yeah, wow, okay. So I might actually start turning my guys into splash potions. Of course, that requires a lot of gunpowder. But having... I think this is the way I'll do it. I'll keep one... I'll keep one splash potion of fire resistance on me at all times. That way I can just hotbar it, get it done immediately, no drinking time. If I fall into a lava pool, it's done immediately. Although with, I mean, like full protection armor, realistically, it's not actually going to be a problem. But in a worst case scenario where, you know, for some reason I'm taking a lot of fire damage, I can just splash it down and be good to go. But I think I'll just keep regular fire resistance for most of it, because it's not necessary to have splash everything. I waterlogged that accidentally. That's going to spawn some zombies. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Earlier I had all the zombies, and they were like, I think they're spawning up there actually, so I'll probably go and like, maybe just ender pearl my way up there and light it up. Come on. Come on, sheep. You know, you want to be sheared. There we go. And actually, I'm going to get some wheat, and I'm going to breed them. Because it's probably about that time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think there's like 9 of them in there, so it's the most that I'll breed them. Now it's a simple matter of just releasing the water, picking up any wool that was in the corners, picking up any experience, and we get 16 more wool. I would have thought it was more, but whatever. Whatever. And at some point I can start killing them for the mutton and such, but I don't really need to right now. Also, I'm amassing quite a collection of spectral arrows from the bartering. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm not taking flint and steel in. Normally I would, like in previous versions I would have, but first of all, my portal's pretty protected. There's a very low chance of it actually being destroyed by a gas fireball. The gas fireball would have to like completely go underneath the wall and then blow up near it, and even then it's still kind of dubious. And even if that were to happen, I could always just mine some gold, barter with some piglins, and get some fire charges, which I could then use to light up the portals. Also, these buried treasure maps have been completed already, if you were wondering. Let me put up some more fire resistance. I don't need 48 minutes of it, or even more, actually, because I just brewed them more. Yeah, so I'll have 3 potions of fire resistance. I don't think I'll go through all of these, but I'll have them. And now we go back. And if we get 1 more ancient debris, that's 1 more piece of netherite gear. If we get, you know, 5 more, that's 2 more pieces. And, you know, if I... It's working! I don't know why it's working, but it's working! Cool! Maybe I just have to be farther away. Maybe that's what it was. I was just too close to it. Let's go, chat! Shouldn't have doubted the iron farm. It seems like that might spawn... Yeah, it probably won't spawn or anything, but whatever. If I see snow, it's just generally better to light it up. That way I know that there's sufficient light. Because I think the, you know, snow will melt at, I think, 1 light level above mob spawning level, so it's not the end of the world if there's snow, but it doesn't hurt to have it. Oh yeah, and I was going to ender pearl up. And I have plenty of ender pearls, because I have a looting 3 sword, and there's a warped forest right next to my nether portal, so if I ever need more, it's a very, very simple matter of just going into the nether and getting more, really. Very little danger, even, because I can always, you know, 3-block it, protective mushroom style. The ancient forbidden Minecraft art of the protective mushroom style has long been considered to be the ultimate protection against Enderman. But yeah, so I haven't killed Enderman in a long time, and I've used probably a good 10 Ender Pearls at some points, or like throughout the series, just because of like getting stuck in the nether looking for the nether fortresses I was talking about earlier. Because it took me a long time to find a nether fortress, and of course if you're doing a ton of exploring in the nether, you're gonna get in some weird places that you can't really get through. So you just sort of throw an ender pearl and hope for the best. And at that point I was a whole lot more scared, because of course, before you find another fortress, you can't get potions. The only way to get a potion really is, or a potion of fire resistance, is to trade with the piglins. And I'd done that a little bit, but I actually hadn't gotten lucky with them, so. Anyways, now that I finally have some more iron, it is time to get some of these guys leveled up in here. Now, I kind of want to see just what a Master Toolsmith looks like, so I'm actually tempted to just level one of these up. You're a little higher level, you had the better trade, so I'll level you up. I wanted to see how much it would be to trade Flinton for that, like experience, but it only shows you the experience gain if you actually have the stuff in there. But this should be enough. I'm sad. 1 iron or 2 iron off. That's not worth it. That's can't even buy any of the tools. Okay, I'll get like 2 iron from my base and then come back, because I think I stored what, like 10 in there. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm also going to take another look at that one villager that kept resetting himself, and see what happens. But, note for future, it takes about 40 iron to level up an expert. Actually, I guess it probably takes 40 forks, or maybe even 48, to get him leveled up from expert to master, because I already have the one trade in there. But with that, we are good. And you're going to have something good, right? You're going to have like a mending pickaxe, right? That's a master level toolsmith. Come on, man. That hurts. That actually hurts. That it's like a deficiency too. Well, I'll see what the other guys have in store for me. Maybe that's just the limit on them. Maybe they can't have actually good enchantments on it. But I've definitely seen people in various series just have really good enchantments. So I guess I just got unlucky there. You know, I was expecting that since the previous level was, you know, like an efficiency 2 diamond axe, maybe the final level would be like an efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe, because, you know, it's a level higher. But I guess that's not quite the way it works. I'll have to take a look at that again at some point. Anyways. No, I thought it was closed out of the inventory. I just wanted to shift it around my inventory. There we go. I just want to have that. Your ender pearls. So you always want to have your ender pearls in your hotbar, but you don't want to have them right next to something like a food item, especially if you scroll, because there are times when you'll be like on a strider, for instance, and then you know, if you're on a strider, and then you'll try to eat and accidentally throw an ender pearl, which happened to me once, and I almost died to it. So, anyways, I don't quite need to pop the fire resistance just yet. I can save a little more time by only popping in the mines, and, you know, there's not really much danger of fire on the surface of the nether, so long as I'm not mining, because, you know, I can see the fire, I can see the lava, I can see the gas, and anything like that. It's once you really get down to mining that it becomes a problem. Or a potential problem, not even an actual problem. Also, I really need to set up a door there at some point. Anyways, let's make the rest of the beds now that we're here. We can store any extras in the chest. There are no extras. And actually, now that I have enough extra wood to make a door, I'll go ahead and make a door. Well, I probably should have made a hatch instead so that it can't be broken, but... never said it was perfect. I need to get like I need to make this like a proper staircase, probably like connect it up into my main area. Like that. So you can now be removed and replaced. And I have 2 extra doors. I don't know when I'll ever use them, but maybe I'll make another base at some point and they'll just be here. I think 6 beds is pretty good. Potion of fire resistance for 8 minutes. And towards a netherrack. That's where we found the last one, I think it was. Yeah, I think it's right there. So let's do it. Should be like up here-ish. I hate not having enough netherrack, because it's always like, you know you're gonna have like 4 stacks if you just wait like a couple minutes, but you don't have it right now. There's good. Chat. Chat, are you seeing this? This is... like, I would never have... actually, yeah, the bed probably would have blown up over here, but still, I wouldn't... all these weird things, like earlier as well, I found something that was like right there. Nah. I can't, chat. This is my luck in a nutshell, is just... I go all the way around the things I need and only find them like 5 years later. Just, jeez. Although, it's only the one, but still, only the one is all I need to get the next piece of netherite gear, so I will take it. And I'm wearing the good golden helm this time, because I, actually brought it with me. No, quartz. I mean, it's actually not that great, but still, quartz. It'll probably be useful later on if I ever build anything with quartz. So I have a basic idea for what I want, like, the main build of the series to be. Sort of, like the centerpiece. The idea that, the big idea to build before I even started this. Which was like an underwater area. With several glass domes, each having their own theme. So like nether, savanna, prairie, and the center one would be an ocean monument. And that's sort of like the general idea of starting it. But I keep thinking of other things as well that I could do. So whether or not it's I complete that, and then move on to make another build, or I build the builds inside of glass domes as part of my earlier build, or I just, save it for like another series. Like if this one were to die, if I were to die in this one. Although I guess, series dying is technically a way you could phrase it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna start mining like both ways there now, just to, just in case. Actually, I'm too close on it. Yeah, well, I'll mine one further. Blackstone. Lava. Hello, friends. Ooh, gold. Well, that's not actually secure, but whatever. It's good enough. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, 4, 5. And I did it again. It's 3 blocks and then mine, not mine the 3rd. Oh well, it's actually technically quite efficient, because, you know, you still uncover just about everything. So mining 6 might actually be slightly better than mining 5. You know, the thing is, you don't want to mine too far, because then you've got, you know, gaps in the middle where you don't know what's there, you haven't uncovered them. And, you know, technically there's a couple of those here. But it's not that many that I don't know where it is. And if you do it too much, then, you know, then you have too much overlap and you're being inefficient with your bed. So, you know, technically, yeah, the most efficient would be, you know, every single block has a bed and you set them off. But, you know, if you do it that way, you're only going to get, you know, like 1 block further with every bed you place. This one, you know, I'm getting, you know, like 20 blocks further with every bed I place. But there's a little bit of gray area that I don't see what's there. But I'm more worried about conserving beds than finding out necessarily everything. Although, finding out where everything is also nice. But can have everything, and I've uncovered a lot more blocks with this than any other method, really. That's really just the name of the game in Blast Mining. Blast Mining, you don't actually want to mine the blocks with the explosion, because especially if it's like something like diamonds, then you're, you know... It's a piglin running. But if it's something like diamonds, then, you know, you can't fortune it if it gets exploded by TNT. It's more just about exploding an area to reveal the blocks. Because, you know, this entire area is probably, you know, a good 100 blocks, probably more even, that I wouldn't be able to see around if I was just mining. But using the bed method, I can see every single one of these blocks, and, you know, indeed, all the blocks that got exploded. I can also see what those were or weren't, because, you know, they'll break or not break. And if it's ancient debris, it has a fairly high blast resistance, so it's not likely to get exploded by a bed unless it's like right next to it. But even if it is, it doesn't burn, so it'll just get dropped. I do a quick sweep, and I see it or I don't. Anyways, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 3 back. Mine and mine. You. What's my fire resistance at? 19 seconds. It's at 8 minutes now. Alright, no ancient debris there. This would actually be kind of a cool, like, defensive area. Because, like, you can't actually, like, get up here, but you can get up there, and so, like, you would have, like, different sections, where if you were to knock somebody off, they would have to go back a section. I don't know. Like, if you were to get knocked off over here, you could just climb back up here immediately. You know, if this was a castle, is what I'm saying. Like, you know, say like somebody's like, I'm gonna get your base. Then, you know, they come along here, and, you know, say they're like all the way at the next section, you knock them back, they have to go back the entire section. But if you get knocked off, you're probably at the beginning of the section, firing a bow at them, and then you can just, you know, hop back and get back up. And then, you know... Anyways, a completely irrelevant tangential thought. Anyways, I almost feel scared having a bed in my hotbar, because this thing, I actually don't know if it'll kill me, because, you know, again, the full protection kind of sort of might not have me be killed to it, especially with the armor toughness from the netherite. But it's still not great. 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Now we go back 3, place a block. I just do my little other mine there, just in case, you know, because there's the one time I found the netherite, or the ancient debris there. But, let's go lower up. Hopefully that's just a single source block and not an entire other lava lake, because that would be annoying if it wasn't. check my fire resistance. And seems like it's just a source block. I want to say it's just a source block. Seems like just a source block. Oh. Okay, I blocked off all the highest bits. And, okay, so it might not actually be a source block. No. Guess I'll search for ancient debris around here. And then, something there? No, there's just a trick of the fire. Is it really not? Oh, there we go. So I think it was like a few lava sources that came together to form one. That was almost like a lava pool, but it wasn't like a completely solid lava pool. So we're good. And it doesn't look like it'll continue much more in any direction, so cool. I mean, I'm still on fire, but cool. There we go. Lighting glitch, cool. The holy corner. I might just leave it like this, honestly. Although I think it'll probably leave if I relog. If it doesn't restore itself after I relog, we're just gonna leave this as like a shrine or something, and we're gonna make up some lore about it or something. I don't know. But we'll see. Actually, wait. Is that just from like a no? Like there's no fire source there. Let's see if it is still there, and if it's still there, come on. Oh, okay, it broke itself. Because that would have been cool if we could have, like, kept it there. Is that a magma cube over there? Or isn't that just the black of the void? Because I'm so far away. Okay, it's just the black of the void. Cool. Because, like, there's that little bit of fire there in the corner. And I wasn't sure if that was, like, magma particles from a magma slime. Well, I guess I'm too far away to see those, so... Oh, well. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, and a 6. Counting with AJ Can. Last bed until you need to go pick up some more. Lots of gold, though. I mean, you know, I don't really need that much gold, but, you know, it's good to have. Especially if I'm going to be making ancient debris, because you need, you know, 4 gold ingots per one. Oh, that's so touch. I need the fortune one. So we're going to pick up the nuggets. Not where I meant to place that block, but whatever. It works out. I mean, it's netherrack. It's not gonna hurt for misplacing a single block of netherrack. That is a good 2.5 stacks of nuggets, in addition to the 12 that I already made. Or 12 ingots that I already made. Cool. Let's put up some netherrack. Some black stone. Get some more beds. I'll leave the wool in here and the spare bottles in here. Nether quartz as well. Actually, I'll keep one thing of nether quartz. And, think I'll drink the one thing of fire resistance and then put the other bottle in the chest. There we go. Alright, plenty of space now. Now where do I want to go with these? Do I want to just extend the tunnel this way? Do I want to keep mining over here maybe? You know, go over this way now that I've gone, you know, over here and here. It'd be interesting. I think I want to skip an entire thing. Do I want to, though? No, I'll go over here. I think this is the middle. Looks to be about it. It's like... yeah, it's close enough. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a 1, 2, and a 2. I was right to pick this way, chat. I have a sense for ancient debris. Third eye. Is 2 blocks of it. 2 blocks of ancient debris, gotta say, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Well, that was pretty lucky, chat. We now have 3 ancient debris, and we have 3 back at the base. So if I get 4 more, no, if I get 2 more, it's, well, if I get 4 more, it's 10. I was thinking 10 was somehow significant, but no, it's 8 that's significant, because 8 is where we get our second netherite ingot. So the lava recedes, I'll mine some more gravel. And you're not going to find any more ancient debris here because it's, you know, a 1 spawn per chunk kind of deal, but doesn't hurt to mine a little bit more gravel. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Geez, lava sources all over the place over here. And again, you know, it is the nether. They do be like that. Cool. What's the button for chunks? Is it F10? F9? F11? No, F11 is full screen. I don't want to press too many function keys, so I'll probably mess something up. But, did I not get that? There we go. Huh. Well. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back it up. Place a block. Do our good old, you know, just in case there's a in case there's an ancient debris there. blow you up. Effective way to mine gravel, unless you want flint, in which case you break out the fortune shovel and then you do it. But if you just want gravel, just get out a good old torch and it's your best tool ever. Although I guess you can always, offhand the torch and then, main hand a shovel and it's slightly faster, but eh. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Seems about right. 1, and a 2. And a bed for you. Alright, no gravel falling from the ceiling this time, that's nice. Got a few holes into the other areas. Come on now. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. If you got any questions about what's going on, what the world is like, or anything like that, or just in general, you're quite welcome to ask them. I don't know how long the delay is. It should be fairly short, but sometimes it gets a little longer without me noticing. So. But whenever I see a message, I do try and respond to it. Mining for debris? Yes, indeed, I am. So far, I've found 3 since this trip began, but right before this, I found 3 more, and I found like another 2 before that, so I have 3 more back at my main base, and 3 now, so I am quite good on debris. I have my first bit of netherite gear, my netherite boots, because they're like the best piece of armor that I have, and it actually doesn't make a difference which piece of armor you netherite, because it adds about the same durability, and then it adds the same armor toughness and knockback resistance to every piece, so netherriting boots is the same as helmet or chestplate. 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I'm doing the good old bed mining, so I have 2 more beds, and actually I am out of fire resistance, so, what's the worst that could happen, chat? I also have my splash potion of fire resistance. I just don't want to use that right now, because, it'd be kind of a waste if I don't actually need to use it. Blew up a couple of, gold things. Yeah, after that point, if you don't really have a goal in mind, then it just sort of becomes boring. For me, I actually want to build a whole lot of stuff in this world, so I think I'm gonna be playing until I get all that done. I was actually talking about it just a little bit before on the stream, but plan on making like a series of glass domes underwater, each with their own different theme. So I at least have something to do until that's done, then I might just keep building different things. Alright, last bed to be placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Place you down. I'm pretty lucky in not getting set on fire immediately off the bat. Hey, let's hope that's a 2-vein. Redstone is definitely something that keeps you occupied. Not my area of expertise, but I've definitely seen a lot of things that I'm just amazed by in Redstone. Like, you know, I remember like years ago the big news was like, yeah, somebody made like a fully functioning calculator in Minecraft, and like later on they got accepted into Harvard. Not that those two are necessarily like, you know, got into Harvard because of the calculator, but you know, or it was MIT or something. But anyways, it's one of the things like, oh yeah, this guy's like a genius with Redstone or something. And now it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I just, you know, I made Minecraft inside of Minecraft, you know, as you do, and it's so many things you can do. I'm hoping for another. Let me block it off. Not that the ancient debris can burn, but I can burn, so, you know, I'd rather not burn. And, hey, it was a 2-vein. That means that I have enough for, yeah, it should be enough for 3 pieces. Or 2 pieces of netherite, you know, getting my second and third pieces of netherite gear. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much this trip was just going down here, in that we found 5 ancient debris. So definitely not finding all of the ancient debris, because it's, you know, like a spawn of like 1 per chunk. And we definitely went through more than a few chunks there, but I'll take it. Ooh, there's a couple more beds down here. I think I'll keep those just for the next time I go down here, and I'll just take all the stuff for now. I'll leave 2 pieces of blackstone there. Actually, no, I'll leave a whole row of blackstone that we can just deposit it easily. Yeah. Same with gravel. Nah, then I don't have enough room for beds, really. I'll just keep this with me. If I need to store stuff, I can store stuff there. But if I don't, then I don't. And I'll keep the splash potion of fire resistance inside my hotbar, that way I can have it if I need it. I really need to improve the staircase. I mean, I did make it high enough so that you don't hit your head every time, but I need to add, like, actual stairs to it. Come on, now. I have my, golden helmet of protection on. Got all my gold ingots on me. Okay, let me go. There's a gassed fireball here at some point. Let me just patch that up. I probably should have stored more netherite in there, because I don't need netherite at my base. I have a little bit of it. Yeah, what kind of redstone project is it? Are you, like, making, like, a mini-game, or just, like, a... or a more general project? Inception? Is that encryption machine, you mean? No, it's a typo? It's actually pretty cool. Is it going to be sort of like the Enigma machine, or is it something a little more different than that? Huh. That's pretty cool. So, like, it's a system for, sort of like, well, not really randomizing, but mixing stuff up and storing that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so it is shapeless. Shapeless. Cool. Huh. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I need to sleep to get rid of all these phantoms. So did you just like, is there just like a place that has like the old schematics for the KGB secret code or something? I mean, imagine they're not confidential anymore, or at least used anymore. So let's go these guys. Yeah, all these are masters. Your trades are still the same. Hey, this guy hasn't reset yet. That's pretty cool. Guess I need to go and get more librarian villagers done then. So time to add more floors to this place at some point. But first, it's time to netherite stuff. Actually, let me check the iron farm as well. Huh. I assume it's one of those things that just has such a ridiculous number of combinations that brute forcing it just means that you just wasted your time. Ah. Hmm. Fair point. I actually remember reading a story about one of the ways that I don't think it was the Enigma machine, but there's a German cipher that was cracked because they so it was a British um, operation. What they did is they sent a message um, to one of their bases, and every day they put it. Um, they sent the same message, which with the same beginning every day, and then they looked at. And this is after they had intercepted the transmissions, but of course they were encrypted, so they couldn't get them. And so they looked at the intercepted transmissions and how that matched up to um, what they were seeing and what they had said. And then they used that to find it. It was, I forget exactly where that was, but it was something like that. And then to test it, they sent something that was slightly different. They said, like, like the weather is cloudy or something, and then, they were able to read that. So yeah. The information warfare is one of the most fascinating things about a war. Like, just like the ingenious ways that people discover. Yeah. Just one of the the different ways that people have found to get around this. There's also in prior to the Battle of Midway, Americans had intercepted Japanese communications, and they actually, yeah, I did remember a story about capturing the Enigma machine, but with the Battle of Midway, America didn't know which target it was. They had cracked the Japanese code, so they knew actually what they were talking about. But the Japanese were using a code name for the island of Midway, and so they didn't actually know which island they were talking about, but they knew an invasion was coming. And so what they had is they told Midway to signal that it was having water treatment problems, I believe it was, or something somewhat innocuous like that, but that would be reported on. And after Midway reported that they were having water treatment targets, the Japanese reported that target A or whatever they had codenamed it was having water treatment problems, and so they were able to put two and two together and say they're attacking Midway. And so the things like that, where it's like giving out false information at just the right time and just the right way, allows you to know things that you wouldn't otherwise know. And then, of course, there's the whole, all of the information warfare surrounding the invasion of Normandy on D-Day. Oh boy. There's a whole, they put so much effort into, confusing Hitler. And so, basically, there were two main targets that D-Day could have been. Either Normandy, or at Calais. I believe it was. And leading up to the invasion of Normandy, they had inflatable tanks at Calais. They had something like 3 squadrons of bombers go and drop a ton of chaff, which is the sort of radar confusing material, in order to make them think that something was coming. And then, I forget his name, but there was a double agent that they had that is famous. I'll find him in a second for you. Something like Juan Paul Garcia, I think it was. And he was the only double agent that really ever worked, because he was the only agent that Germany really had that worked, because Great Britain was just so successful at finding them. and um, they had him feed information to Hitler about it coming in at Calais. But what they did, and then they were doing all sorts of other things, like they had him feed the information about Calais, but then a couple hours after D-Day had already started, they had him feed the correct information so that they wouldn't suspect him. And they did things like that, where it's like time-delayed information, um, with like different post dates and such, so that it would seem like, if only High Command had read this letter 2 days before when it was sent, then they could have known that Normandy was being invaded. Wait, let me see if I can find that guy for you. His story is actually hilarious. It was Juan Pujol Garcia. Spelt out. Let me put it in the chat. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's that guy. And his story was basically, he was in Spain and he hated the fascists. And he tried to help Britain, but Britain was like, nah, we don't need anybody. We don't really trust you either. And so he goes and he buys travel brochures of Britain. And he just starts writing all this information that was in the travel brochures as if he had been in Britain. And he created something like 26 fake identities to be his informant network. And so not only did he fake being in Britain, he faked 26 imaginary people being in Britain. And somehow Nazi High Command never figured this out just because he was that good at it. And then eventually, after this bogus informant campaign and using these travel brochures, eventually, after accidentally almost feeding correct information, Britain was like, okay, hold on, you're useful, we can use you. And so they gave him like all the official stuff that they needed, and started using him against Hitler. It was hilarious. Also, he was awarded, I believe, both the Iron Cross and the British equivalent, Purple Heart, I think. No, Purple Heart is for Valor in Battle. But he was awarded the very high honors in both Nazi Germany and Great Britain. Because they never figured him out, not even past the end of the war. And then, like, I don't even think he had anything bad happen to him. Like, he just, like, lived in, like, some... Not Argentina, I know that's the meme, but he lived in just some non-involved country for the remainder of his life. I think it was somewhere in Central America. Just absolutely hilarious. This... yeah. But just stories about, like that are just so hilarious to me that it's like, in hindsight, it's completely obvious, but at the time, he was like their number one guy. He was like the go-to guy for information for the Nazis, and like he was a complete fake. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully a good enchantment. I'll take this. This is a pretty good one. I mean, it's better than the one I'm currently using. Well, you know, not like these ones, but it's actually pretty good. Actually, because that's unbreaking, I can actually get unbreaking on any pickaxe I want now. I will take the heck out of that. And now we just need to get these guys leveled up. Yeah, quantum computation is something that I have very little knowledge on, but I do know, yeah, that it'll be a new age of information warfare. Because it's sort of like, it's impossible to break, but it's impossible to break unless you also have quantum computation, and it's such a new thing that not many people have it. In like 10 or 20 years, maybe a little longer, but in the not too distant future, it'll be like, oh yeah, if you're not using quantum computation, you're like a fourth world country, not even a third world country. But before that, it's going to be so groundbreaking and so new that it's just going to be, you can't do anything against it. think I want to netherite my leggings next. Let me give them a little bit of repair, because I think right now if I do this, they'll be not quite... yeah. Oh, the anvil broke. Hmm. Yeah, it's one of those weird things where it's, you know, computers really aren't that great at doing certain things, and we just exploit that to the fullest. What is that? Oh, that's an enchanted skill. Alright. But yeah, no, that's... yeah. One gold nugget from the sword I smelted earlier. I'll actually leave the netherite in there, and then I think once I get a decent chest plate or helmet, I'll netherite that. I mean, I guess these are alright, but I want, like, at least Unbreaking 3 on this one, and Unbreaking 3 Protection 4 on that one before I netherite them, because otherwise there's a chance I just get something better just from a level 30 enchantment, and there goes all the effort put into it. Let me actually see what type of books I'll get from enchantment. No, this wasn't level 30 enchantment. Yeah, until we get computers that are able to think and act like humans, I don't think there are a lot of... I do think there are a lot of things that they won't be able to do. And then, of course, there's the whole ethical problem of whether or not a computer that can act like a human is a human. I didn't hit you. Whatever. I should need to head to the mainland pretty soon and get some more food. Eventually, if AI is continually researched and then not limited. And even if it is limited eventually, it probably will. You know, just the terrifying future in which humans are potentially subservient to AI. Good old sci-fi making everybody terrified of robots since, like, I don't even know when. Long, long ago. I definitely need to set up a chest that has just a whole lot of the stuff from the nether that I need. Or other stuff that I need for the nether. Stuff like, you know, the golden helmet, fire resistance potions, the cauldron. Yeah, true. In a perfect ideal world, we would reach world peace before we reach sapient AI. That way we don't have to worry about giving them weapons. But in the almost inevitable case of the reverse happening, not nice things are almost bound to happen. Especially if you allow a computer to kill humans. Rather, to make the choice to kill humans. That is my nether chest. That way I can not have to worry about whether or not I have the right things or the wrong things, and so on and so forth when I go in there. Plenty of sugarcane from both my farms, because I just ended up putting it in that chest. And spare bed, a clock. And so I'll, you know, switch out like these items for the nether items and, you know, vice versa as I go along. Although I definitely need to keep farming wood because I don't have enough of it ever. I mean, even in peacetime, there is still innovation. I mean, it is true that, you know, peacetime will definitely see some reduction in military innovation, which, you know, one could consider to be a good thing if it was a permanent thing. But other innovation would continue so long as there is competition. In other areas, you know, with capitalism, you would have still marketplace competition even if there wasn't a market for war, you would still have a market for people. And in fact, in the case of world peace, you would have almost definitely a more open world market that would allow you to sell your products in more areas. Because even with current globalization, there's still all of the political business of, you know, you can't trade national secrets with somebody you might go to war with. But in a truly peaceful area, then no such problems would occur, hopefully. Of course, again, wishful thinking. I don't really think that the world will come to that point, regrettably, but if it could, it'd be amazing. Also, I keep getting cats because, I'm putting this in this wrong chest, because that's spawning the cats. Or more specifically, the villager breeder is spawning cats because it counts as a village. So. I mean, it is true that there are many military innovations that do become commercial. Um, I'm not saying that war does not create innovation. I'm just saying that innovation comes from other places than just war, and given that the cost of war is human lives, not necessarily the best thing. You know, if we could get innovation from other areas, then, you know. Let me see if I can get this guy leveled up with some potatoes. Again, there is a point, you know, that will generate um, accelerated innovation, but again, there are pros and cons to it. It is true that a world with adversity in it would advance faster than a world without one, without any adversity, but at the same time, there would still be innovation within a world without adversity. I mean, yes, but at the same time, without the Cold War, we also wouldn't have had, you know, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people dying in proxy wars. So, on the one hand, yes, there is good. On the other hand, yes, there is bad. So, I'm not arguing against it. I'm just saying, as adversity may breed innovation, it also brings other things with it. I have enough emeralds to blow on the golden carrots, so. I'm not arguing against that. With, again, yes, I do agree completely that adversity does breed innovation. That is a direct relation to it. You know, people encounter problems and then they try and solve those problems. And, you know, The more adversity there is, the more people encounter said problems, the more likely it is that somebody will encounter a problem they can solve, and then they go ahead and solve it. So there's that, and that is why capitalism is a system that works in many cases because of that competition. It's not necessarily that you have to have countries duking it out with each other. You can have businesses that duke it out with each other, and then you still have people competing to lower a price, so that consumers will buy the one that is cheaper and better. Sometimes just cheaper, sometimes just better, depending on what the product is. But there can be adversity from other things than war and from politics. And of course, things like natural disasters are another instance of adversity that is not human versus human, but rather man versus world. So again, I completely agree with you in that war is not a wholly awful thing, but it still has bad things to it, and if we can avoid it, then, all the better. We can still get innovation from adversity in things that are not war. I heard a drone below the base. Give an interview. Depth Strider might just be faster to swim underwater. I don't know. I mean, if the entire country was one world, or if the world was one country, then, I mean, there are many things that would be problems with it, yes. I mean, there's a reason why no empire has survived, really. But at the same time, it would almost definitely be better for the people living inside of that country. At least the ones that aren't being oppressed, as might surely happen depending on who takes over and how righteous they are. But supposing that it was one country and there weren't great problems with it, then yes, there would be less adversity from clashes there, but there would still be clashes in a non-violent sense. I mean, there still would be a scarcity of resources, and you would still have to allocate them and purchase them and do something with them. And in order to do that, you would have to have competition. I mean, you can't just have a scarcity of resources without competition unless somebody just gives up. But then it was still kind of a competition, it's just a competition that somebody gave up. Which, yes, would be bad if it was, people hogging all of the resources, people not even inclined to go for the resources. But if everybody is inclined to go for particular resources, such as food, water, shelter, and luxury, then those areas will see innovation as people struggle to decrease costs, increase quality, increase availability, distribution, all those kinds of things, which would see innovation in the commercial space which would be innovation. And that would directly influence people's lives rather than the military innovation, which, well, in a way, technically influences people's lives by ending them, or protecting them, depending on which it is. And then, trickling through, the confidentiality to unconfidentiality to being implemented into actual things that consumers can use. Instead of going through that process, it would just be innovation purely for that. And in fact, in that case, where the world was one country and everybody got along by some miracle, you would see that all of the spending on military wouldn't necessarily need to exist. I mean, there would still be large overage costs on things like police. All those kinds of things would still be a thing, almost definitely. But the military funding would become domestic funding. And then all of the private contractors and the actual countries themselves, instead of spending the money on the military, would spend that on other things. And that would probably be good, to have the money in other places, because then we reduce the scarcity of resources by saying we don't need to allocate these resources to this thing, we can allocate it to other things, and that will not adversely affect us. I'll actually save the iron for this. See you around. It was actually a nice conversation, so thank you, and I hope to see you around in the future. Oh, thanks for the follow. If you want, there's a Discord server that I have in the About page. You can join that, get alerted when I go live, things like that. I don't ping there very often, so if you're worried about being spam pinged, it's not going to happen. If you don't, that's fine too. Completely accept it, completely understand it. So, but if you want, it is an option. Skeleton over there. Dropping down from the mountains. Didn't even get angry at me somehow. Huh. guess he didn't notice me. Oh. Really have come quite a long way from the beginning of the series. I mean, in location even, we're like 2,000 blocks away from spawn. We've done quite a lot. We have several different farms, an iron farm, made a wall, made like half of a blacksmith, which I still haven't finished. um, partially because I don't want to put all the effort into it now and then move the villagers and like break half of it in the process, but we'll see. I might actually make this base into like a trading hall once I move out of it into the final base. Of course, it's not going to happen for a really long time, but I might end up making this all of this trading. So I'd have, a lot of farmers, and I might even do it so that they're sort of like wandering around, but they're in place, but it looks like they're wandering around. That might be cool to do. So it'd be like, there's like a villager over here and like one over here. A few market stalls over here, villagers wandering around might make you a little like, almost like a city. Might be cool. Hearing the bubbles and thinking that they're drowned nearby. I'm gonna end the the stream, not the series. Not going away just yet. But I'm gonna end the stream here. Just a couple minutes. If y'all have any last things you want to say before I hop off, you're quite welcome to. Although I do, spend a minute or so after the stream, just in case I missed y'all or anything. So even if I'm offline, if I only went offline a couple minutes ago, I'll still be just watching the stream chat. So y'all are quite welcome to say anything as usual, although try to keep it family friendly. I do want to keep a family friendly model going. But yeah. So the iron farm works and then doesn't work. I'm beginning to feel like it might be that the zombie is sort of focused on me somehow rather than the villagers, and that's what's causing it. Maybe there's just a proximity thing where you have to be so far away from it before it works. I'm not an expert at this. I pretty much just copied a design that I found on YouTube, which was by Wattles, W-A-T-T-L-E-S, which I'm pretty sure is the name of the thing on a rooster. But anyways, yeah, that's his design. So, well, I did like the block choices and all that, but the actual shape of it is pretty much his. Minus the minecart thing was my own thing, although the minecart thing is definitely not new, but that's my own addition to it. Same with the magma blocks there. But the whole thing of having the 3 villagers with the zombie in this area with the spawning platform above them and the drop down, the core of it is completely his. Oh. So we found that the iron farm works, it just sort of works intermittently for some reason that I don't know. But, yeah, got plenty of sugarcane. Of course, this isn't all from this, it's also from the other farm. I just put that sugarcane in this chest. This sugarcane farm really only produces like 20 a day. Hey, it just triggered again. So we get a little more, and it's decent, Oh, this one just triggered, and that's a little more. But you can see there's a whole lot left up on there. But even so, we got another 5 from that trigger, so triggers a couple times a day, and we're all good. It's free sugarcane. I'm not gonna complain. The longer it runs, the more it pays for itself. And I don't have the resources for a flying machine one because I do not have any slime, really. I have like 4 slime balls that I bought from a wandering trader once, but I need to at some point find a slime chunk and do all that work. But until then, no flying machines. No flying machine farms, nothing like that. But yeah, I look forward to actually getting to that side of it as well a little bit. But anyways, I that's gonna be it for this episode again. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., 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 y'all are quite welcome to put them in the couple minutes after the stream is ended, or right now if you have them. Because I'll still be watching those. And if I don't catch you, just feel free to go into the Discord, leave a message there. Try to avoid direct messaging me too much. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't want to keep from getting spammed. If I ever get popular, so I want to set like rules in place now. That way, they're just sort of a standard. But I am more than happy to talk, especially about the world that I'm playing in. So if y'all have any questions like that, happy to see you. Anyways, little fish is waving us goodbye. Bye, fish. Bye, world. Bye, chat. See y'all around. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see y'all next time. See ya.